I'm a fan, and I know, like me, there are billions. We really want to see India playing the World Cup. And I just hope for all our sake, all the fans' sake, we do it, and we do it as soon as possible.
How can India, a country with over 1 billion people, improve her standing in world football?
We are talking about 1.4 billion people. What is the number of the teams in ISL? 11 or 12, I think. Actual pool of players is 66. From where you select your national team.
Such a big pool we have, so many talented players we have, but the identification system isn't to the point right now.
But where will the generation of good players come from if they have enough competitions to play in? With a lot of Indian athletes, what happens is that you don't have enough on-field time. There's much less football tournaments taking place. Everywhere else in a country of this side, your state league or your regional league corresponds to then the league at the top. There is no ladder. There is no pathway. So to create that generation, you need to have enough matches for all of them to be playing for the really good ones to come through.
Every World Cup, every 4 years, I get interviewed when India is going to play the World Cup. But in between 4 years, we don't do nothing. See, I cannot be in the 5th standard and sit for a graduation examination. I have to pass the class 10th, then the 12th, and then the graduation. So why not we go for a step by step?
For you to have a realistic chance of playing for the World Cup, you have to be in the top 10 of Asia and keep rubbing your shoulders with the potential World Cup playing teams. To give it a perspective, we are something from 14 to 20. So Asia Cup, I've said this, and without putting pressure on the players, it should be a bare minimum for us. And then, probably people are going to stop asking me this question. The answer will be evident for everyone to see.
While men's football is slowly showing signs of a revival, it's the women's team scoring all the goals.
Women's football in India was around since the 1970s, right? And like it happened with all sports in the country, the women's sport was treated like kuch to side ka, whatever business is going on. So your women's team at the moment is number 12 in Asia and is ranked 61 in the world. Your men's team is 106 and number 19 in Asia.
In ranking we are definitely good, लेकिन हम लोग जब खेला है our ranking was 12-13. हम लोग हर टाइम चाहेंगे कि हमें वो glorious day वापस आए.
Because in 2009 the Indian team got delisted from the FIFA rankings for not having played for 18 months. And I think it's that response from FIFA that kindly sort of shook up everybody and said, look, we have to do something. The moment you get people hooked on to watching an Indian women's team play football against any other countries in the region, countries in the Asian continent who are very strong, you will automatically get more people interested and more girls will want to play as well as watch. The other thing was when you saw the under-17 final, which was held in Navi Mumbai, it was a packed audience. These are under-17 girls playing football, a packed audience. So why will they not come to see their own team play if they play enough and if their quality improves? Why do people play sport in India? They don't play it for leisure, they play it for livelihood. The moment you find a livelihood there, you will have athletes coming there. Manipur has a great tradition of sending people into sport to earn a living basically. They have sports tournaments taking place between neighborhoods. So sport is very much part of their culture. Men, women, it's all the same. One champion then creates the rise of 3 more champions, 5 more champions. So it grows exponentially, which is what is happening in women's football. TFA, the Tata Football Academy, played a great part in going and scouting for these kids in the Northeast and bringing them there. And you're looking at now about 30% of India's top flight professional players are from there, which is, and Northeast population is some 2% of the country's population. So it's just a massive transformation that has happened.
Football as a game has changed dramatically. The art and craftsmanship of a player is heavily backed by science and strategy.
From 1970s, this introduction of new football strategies as well as Western sports medicine and science, that helped a lot of Far Eastern countries.
Advantage at the moment is also its biggest problem. Biggest advantage, it's modern, it's scientific, everything is scientific. Everything is put on the computer, everything is on the medically judged. But again, for that you need money. It's no more a poor man's game.
What will it take for India to qualify for the World Cup again?
If you want to qualify for the World Cup, if that suits your sense of national esteem and national pride, look at the women rather than the men. I think that has the capacity to to happen faster.
Girls are very serious because I was the coach for the Indian team. I think we can give better result than the boys.
At the end of the day, when you speak about an individual talent, if he's doing well or she's doing well, if you have 11 talented players, they'll do good as a team also. No one can come and tell me that we don't have talent, because that will be a lie. We have talent in abundance. We've got to make sure that we have a system, that we identify the talent at the right age, because that is very, very crucial. And then making sure that we groom the talent to the best of our capability. Then magic will happen.
For a country with one of the largest football viewerships in the world, we owe our fans a better showing on the international stage.
You need good infrastructure, you need quality trainers. So you require money, and for money, you require good sponsorship. And sponsor only would come if you have got good nationwide spectatorship.
If you go in Asia till now, the highest attendance per match league is Indian Super League. In whole Asia.
Fans, for me, are more vital than what they understand. You know what, you're playing, let's suppose the Champions League final. But you know what, there'll be no fans. The whole mood, the whole tempo of the game goes right below. At the end of the day, you're playing for fans. Yes, you're playing for the crest, you're playing for a jersey, you're playing for your parents, you're playing for yourself, you're playing for name, fame, winning trophies. But if you take out the fans, it is never the same. So I always encourage people, if you can watch a live sport, doesn't matter which sport, it's happening in the neighborhood, go and watch it.
This world survives on hope only. If we didn't have hope, we would never played football at all. Hope is always there. But when the fans are giving you so much support, it is those who are organizing the games, they also have a duty towards them, to give them something back. You cannot expect them to come every day to support you and to lose.
So what really helps is we do know that people want to watch football. Now all these people who are enjoying the World Cup, the Champions League, the Premier League, the La Liga, we, the football entity in India, the players, the federation, the clubs, the ISL, the I-League, we all have to make sure how can we make these viewers come and view this sports.
I think they've started now because lately when you've seen the national team play, I think we've had good number of fans come and support and be there. So I think it's a good sign that the fans for the national team definitely is increased.
Football is a game of entertainment. There are 210 countries playing in football, or 211 countries playing football in this world. Have all of them qualified for the World Cup? No. Are the rest of not playing football? Are they not enjoying football? Can anyone stop us from enjoying our game? And once we start playing good football, entertaining football, fans will come to the ground and we will also progress.
From the 1911 IFA Shield win to the 1950 World Cup miss, to the golden period in the 60s and the resurgence of the 90s, the Indian football story has come a long way. Our next stop is the 2023 AFC Asian Cup in Qatar. We have the talent, we have the support, and we have a brand new chapter to add to the Indian football story.